Hello everyone and welcome back to another session by SSB Crack Exam for Daily Current Affairs. This is the current affair for 6th June. I am Chetan Apura and let's start. So talking about SSB Crack Exam, so this is a one-stop solution for all the major defense-related examinations like FCAT, NDA, CDS, etc. For more details regarding the courses that we offer, you can visit our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel SSB Crack Exams, wherein you will find various daily current affair videos and other videos related to defense examinations. Further, you can also follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to download our Android app from Google Play Store, SSB Crack Exams. So let's start. First of all, we shall start our session with the question of the day from yesterday's session. So I asked you guys about what is MARPOL, that is MARPOL compliance for marine vessels. So many of you have also answered in the comment section yesterday. So let me tell you the answer. So this was developed basically through the International Maritime Organization. It was developed by International Maritime Organization and for the United Nations agency that deals with maritime safety and security. This International Maritime Organization is basically nothing but UN's agency that deals with maritime safety and security, as well as the prevention of marine pollution. And from here only MAR and POL, the names MAR POL compliance comes. And this is majorly and particularly for ships also. And MARPOL is the main international agreement covering all types of pollution that is occurred by ships or any vessels which actually move across the oceans, right? Now, moving ahead, we shall start our session with the articles. So the first one is about the urban forest scheme to develop 200 Nagar Vans across the country in next 5 years, upcoming 5 years. So on World Environment Day, the government announced implementation of the Nagar Van scheme to develop 200 various urban forests across the country in next 5 years. Apart from that, in the particular event, participation from Executive Director of United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, Mr. Ibrahim Thiaw, and also the Executive Director United Nations Environment Program UNEP, Ms. Inger Anderson was also present. Further, you must know that India is endowed with very rich biodiversity, having several species of animals, and out of 35 global biodiversity hotspots, India has more than 10% of the world's biodiversity. That is, at least 4 biodiversity hotspots in the world is present and located in India only, and that too containing several endemic species. Further, of course, increasing population, deforestation, urbanization, and industrialization are one of the threats to the biodiversity and the environment, and that is why they have put immense pressure on the biodiversity and the living conditions on our natural resources, and that has caused loss of biodiversity. And of course, that is why, by keeping that in mind only, these urban forest program and Nagar Van scheme has been implemented and launched by the government of India, Union government, and it will be done. 200 Nagar Vans will be, you can say, made in the next 5 years. Okay. Now moving ahead, the next news is about CSIR and Atal Innovation Mission sign a letter of intent to foster innovation in the country. So they will work together now. And CSIR, which is a premier R&D organization which deals basically with everything related to science and technology, and has come together with Atal Innovation Mission, which is one of the flagship scheme of government of India, which works for basically it promotes innovation led missions and also the entrepreneurship for startups. And this and now they have CSIR and Atal Innovation Mission, they will be collaborating in areas of mutual interest towards promoting innovation in the country in various sectors, right? So in regard with that, a letter of intent was signed between the two organizations. Further, let me tell you what all are the mutual interests over which these two will be working. So they will be working by in supporting startups through CSIR incubators under AIM initiatives, and jointly work on innovation and setting up of CSIR innovation parks. Further, stimulating innovation and research in the MSME industry also by CSIR in collaboration with arise, right? MSMEs, micro, small and mini enterprises. Further creating also problem solving mindset across schools also. So they will be creating an environment of all these problem solving techniques and you can say design thinking in school level also, and of course schools in India through close cooperation between Atal Tinkering Labs and Jigyasa scheme. Okay, now moving ahead, a good news from science and technology that CNS, the Center of Nano and Soft Matter Sciences, have found and developed low cost catalysts for hydrogen generation from water. Now, scientists have from this particular institute have found out a low cost and efficient way to generate hydrogen from water using molybdenum dioxide as a catalyst. So they have developed this molybdenum dioxide. They have found this molybdenum dioxide which works as a catalyst in splitting the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Now, why is this important? Because the hydrogen that is that splits after after the reaction, and the hydrogen molecule that we get, this hydrogen molecule is used, and this can be used for hydrogen cells, or to producing energy which is based on hydrogen as a fuel only, right? So this is a huge progress. Why this is a huge progress? Because molybdenum dioxide is basically a nanomaterial form of molybdenum dioxide annealed in hydrogen atmosphere, can act as efficient catalyst to reduce the energy input to bring about water splitting with great efficiency. So it requires less amount of energy in the presence of molybdenum dioxide to break the water molecule. Earlier what happened, usually up till now, electrolysis was used to break the water molecule, and that required a lot of and a huge amount of energy input, right? So that is why this catalyst becomes very important, as it will reduce the cost, it will reduce the time, and also it will of course obviously increase the efficiency also, right? So this is a great achievement in this particular field. And why is this important? Because hydrogen as a fuel, we all know as the future of clean and sustainable energy. It can be generated from water, and the fun fact is that the byproduct of this is also water, which is also a very good thing, and it leaves no carbon footprint at all during its operation. It can be used in hydrogen fuel cells also. It can be directly used as a fuel like natural gas also, or as input for fuel cells, like I said, and which can of course be used to create electricity or generate electricity, which can further be used and converted in mechanical work. Further, it is an alternative to fossil fuels, of course, which create a lot of carbon footprint, which is not good for our environment and thus create air pollution also, right? So this was a good news from the science and technology sector. Further, let's move to our finance sector. So Reserve Bank of India sets up a rupees 500 crore digital payment infrastructure fund. So RBI has announced a total of rupees 500 crore PIFD, that is Payment Infrastructure Development Fund, remember this name, to support and improve the development of digital payments ecosystems, especially and particularly in the rural districts of the country and the northeastern districts of the country. The objective is to encourage acquirers to deploy point of sale infrastructure in both physical as well as the digital modes in tier 3 to tier 6 centers and northeastern states particularly. Now let's further end our articles with the current COVID-19 situation in India. So as of now, total number of cases is 1,15,942, and the cured cases has also reached 1,14,000, which is a very good news that the number of cured and discharged patients is also increasing at a good rate. The number of death unfortunately has crossed 6,600 mark, and it is at 6,642. Now moving ahead, guys, it's a quiz time. So the first question is on WED, that is on the occasion of World Environment Day 2020. The government has decided to launch which of the scheme for urban areas, and the options are Nagar One scheme, City Park scheme, Animal Safari scheme. So the correct answer for this is of course Nagar One scheme, under which 200 various urban forests will be opened in next 5 years. Which of the following catalysts can be used to split water molecule to obtain hydrogen as a fuel? So we have discussed this. The correct answer would be molybdenum oxide. So option B is the correct answer. The next one is RBI has recently set up payment fund PIFD for which of the following sector? So the correct answer for this is of course it has set up this fund for specially and particularly focusing for the rural and northeast districts? Correct answer is option C. Now, question of the day for you guys is, what is this United Nations Environment Program? Write the basic details. When was it formed and what are its objectives? Write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer to this question will be told in the next session. Till then, thank you. Jai Hind.